All right, Conroe, welcome back to Nerd Thug. I was jamming out to that. Nerd Thug Radio here on 104.5, 106.1. We are in the middle of our weekly top 3. For those who missed it, in the opening round, Nico chose the Lego Universe as his number 3 franchise. I chose X-Men. Victoria chose Fast and the Furious. And then we did 8 minutes on Vin Diesel being the greatest actor alive. Now that we're back.
Biggest impact on my life.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's actually 100% accurate. The 2 most important fictional characters you care about were both voiced by Vin Diesel.
Right, Groot and the Iron Giant.
Yeah. For me, it's Feifel.
The Iron Giant, too?
Yeah.
You didn't know that? Back when he was selling Street Sharks on promotional videos, that's a real thing. YouTube that. That's a real thing. YouTube, Vin Diesel, Street Sharks.
Wait,
he was
Street Sharks, like the TV show?
Yeah,
I was once seeing a guy
I love Street Sharks.
He's a promo guy who sold the toys. He made a commercial playing with the toys. Right.
My life is forever complete now.
Right.
Thank you, Vin Diesel. You changed my life forever.
Right. And his side gig back then was voicing the Iron Giant, I guess.
Super bad.
I feel like Vin Diesel on the surface looks really simple, and then...
Oh. Simple Jack.
Then he's like, just kidding. I got all kinds of things.
Yeah, and also the Chronicles of
Riddick,
Riddick, Victoria, those are fantastic movies.
He's actually a really big nerd.
Right. He's actually
That's
amazing.
exactly what I'm saying.
He has a Dungeons & Dragons character that apparently he's played through for decades and wants to make a movie about. But
He's on the next level.
Hardcore.
He can't find people to make the movie. That's how nerdy he is. Other people are like, Vin, I don't know.
He's like, trust me, guys, this is great. I love it.
It'll be good. It'll be great.
We can put the Iron Giant in it.
Family. Anyway.
It's everything.
Right. Except it's not, Vin. Money is everything. Go away.
What?
Go away.
He actually went broke making that last Riddick movie, and if it had failed, he would have been completely busted. He actually signed on to do the Fast and the Furious to finish financing the rest of that last Riddick movie.
They're also completely owned by him. He owns the rights to those.
Yeah, he blew his money to own that stuff.
Right.
To make that last. The last movie did good enough though that still he turned out all right.
Good for Vin Diesel.
Right, he's doing okay now.
Good for
more,
for Vinny.
Yeah, no more cheap food for them. They're okay. All right, Nico, we've now burned all the time in this segment. Number 2.
My number 2 is Yu-Gi-Oh! I love the card game. I love the TV show. I like the movies. It's all good.
Okay, that's fair. That's good. I mean, it's a terrible choice, but it's typical.
Right. I mean,
so typical.
Important to me.
Right. No, fair enough. I mean, I let you have a voice, so I guess I have to live with the choice of that.
The choice I made.
No, I'm just kidding. Look, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the number 1 trading card game on the planet, right?
Number 2. Magic, number 1.
Is Magic bigger than Yu-Gi-Oh! Now?
Magic is way bigger than Yu-Gi-Oh!
For a long time, I thought Yu-Gi-Oh! Was bigger. Did one pass the other at some point?
No, Magic's always been number 1.
Okay, all right. I guess I was just wrong about that. But I don't follow the trade card game as hard as you do. That is your realm.
Right, yeah.
I respect your expertise on that.
Put respect on his name.
Put respect on his name. You better put respect on my name. My number 2 is Mass Effect, the video game trilogy that was on PlayStation 3, and this new one that everyone else hates but me.
And Andromeda.
Andromeda. The first 3 were really cool because the company that makes them I'm in love with how they make games. BioWare builds these incredibly intricate games where the choices you make affect other things in the game, and then they build on that. So in the Mass Effect trilogy, the choices you make in game 1 drag through all 3 games and had effects on the outcomes, generated different events because of the choices you made throughout the game.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like characters would be dead or alive, the storyline would be different. The large story was the same, obviously, because that's too crazy, but the middle parts, the meat of the story, were all different.
That's pretty cool.
It is, and they do that with all their games. Dragon Age has the same stuff, but in each game, it doesn't carry over or through.
Oh.
Just because each game is set in a whole different time and section of the world. But in that Mass Effect first trilogy, the decisions affected the whole planet or the whole game universe. And so that's really it's a rather large idea, but it's a really cool idea.
Seems like quite the undertaking.
Yeah, it seems like it would be impossible to make. I'm kind of learning how to code right now, and I'm nowhere near the point where I can actually make a code do something yet. But it does really blow my mind that they can make a code that actually
works. Adapts like that.
Yeah, exactly.
My number 2 is Sailor Moon.
No.
I loved that show as a child. Still, whenever we go to like Comic Palooza or Comic Cons,
It's not pronounced comic Palooza.
I said Palooza.
I heard
Palooza.
loser. Did you hear loser or loser? I heard loser. That hurt.
I feel like you took that real personal.
I did.
You got real.
I was like, no,
Real.
she did not.
I just called me a loser.
Did she just come across the table with shade? Anyway,
No shade to be thrown.
No shade to be thrown.
Comic Palooza.
Thank you.
Lusa.
Loser.
I think she did it again.
Yeah, it was a great show. Kind of didn't make any sense. I loved the random.
The negative zone. The negative people. Evil.
The Negaverse.
Negaverse,
okay?
that's what it's called.
The Negaverse was where all the bad people lived.
Well-
and I liked how there was Tuxedo Mask, who literally
His whole
would
bit.
just come in. Like, his bit would be like when everybody's like, oh, feeling down and out, like, oh, we can't really do this. He would just come in, like, throw a flower. They'd be like, you know what, guys? We got this. And, like, just resume.
He was
Right.
he was like
He
a
had
motivational
he had
speaker.
no powers.
Wait, so he literally had no powers?
No,
He
he's a dude.
literally would just come in.
He was
throw-
acrobatic. That was his ability.
I didn't realize he didn't have. I thought he had like a magic
No,
thing.
he's a dude with a mask and a
So
tuxedo.
nothing, nothing, nothing at all.
His magic-
Basically, is hardcore parkour. He, like, jumps on, like, roofs and stuff.
And somehow sharpens roses and throws them
And
at ground.
does it in tuxedo and mask.
Right, with
Like,
a cape.
completely dapper outfit. And his thing is just, like, romantic rose. And it's always, like, he just, like, throws the rose. And it's, like, zooms in on the rose. And
So
like,
no
we
power,
got
though.
this.
No powers.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
none.
No,
Except for the
powers.
power of love. and
Right, that's what
support.
it is.
Okay?
Huey Lewis in the news would say you're right. The power of love. That's a song from the '80s. And that sounds fake, though. I don't think that's like. I don't. That sounds okay. All right. So the Tuxedo Mask was literally a guy who followed them everywhere. Anyone else does that,
See, like,
they go to jail.
Cheerleading team.
Right.
He's
Right.
the cheerleading team.
He was the cheerleader, and I liked that
Was he?
I like that the characters were really relatable. Like, the main character, she was, like, the youngest. She was kind of like a crybaby. She'd be like, this is hard. I
To
don't
be fair,
want
she was
to
a
do
teenager.
this.
To be fair, she was fighting like tentacle monsters from the Negverse.
And then she'd just be like, I'm really hungry. I'm really tired.
This sounds
Like,
really relatable to you,
school is
Victoria.
hard.
Right. This
It
sounds
was
like a
just
lot
like-
of conversations
it was-
I had with you.
Oh,
Did
Yeah,
you
no,
did you
it's
think
fine.
you were Sailor Moon?
maybe.
She was the,
The only
one
thing-
called Sailor
The only thing
Moon.
I don't understand
I
about
loved
that
it.
show was like
I don't know why they're sailors.
a lot
I
of
don't know
leg, a lot of leg.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
But that's like that art style. They just have, like, their torsos, like, this big.
right.
And their legs are, like,
Yeah.
this big.
If the character is 5 feet tall, it's 3.5 feet of leg
Yeah.
minimum. And then their head's 9 inches, so then that's it for the torso. Like
Yeah.
compact. But yeah, no, I don't like no armor or anything. Yeah, it's a weird
It was
choice.
magic.
It was
Magic.
All right, we are running low on the time, Nico. You're numero uno.
Everyone expects it. It's Dark Souls. Everyone's favorite game franchise. It's 3 games. They're all amazing. Go play it.
You know, I'm a little blown away that you didn't put Rick and Morty anywhere on your list.
Oh, so it's just a show. It's not a franchise.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow. Bombshells. Bombshells. I had literally just sent a link to our last episode to Dan Harmon, so he's probably going to hear this one. And the first
Fight
time
me,
he
Dan
hears
Harmon.
you... Wow. Okay. That just got out of hand.
I really enjoy your show, though.
Just challenge him to a fist fight and then try to give him a compliment.
I
Boy,
still
you-
really respect you as an artist.
You're going to go far. You're going to go far. My number one super nerd thing, one of the things that just really made me love being a nerd, the Dragonlance series. The series of books.
It's like 28 books.
There's all kinds of like tie-ins and stuff because they do think Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones, except the world of magic. Like magic, everyone knows magic is real in this world. Not like 5 people have seen something creepy, and so yeah, just forces of darkness are coming to take over the world, and this one group of companions wind up saving the entire world by going on a series of quests and adventures. It's a really interesting story. I really enjoyed it. It goes over a bunch of books, and then they do all these tie-ins, and the children have their own adventures, and then there's also they get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But really, the core story of the first 3, the Chronicles, they call it the Companions trilogy, and it's the dragons of winter, autumn, and spring.
That's pretty cool.
The seasons.
Yeah, and then they do a summer one, and the summer's about the kids.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Getting out of here. What's your number one, Nikki? Victoria. Sorry.
Nikki.
I just pulled a half dad
Dang.
and combined jaw.
Yeah, you sound like Dad. Come here, Coach.
But like
You're like,
Combine
just-
all the kids together into
but
one being.
I love it because he always says my name first.
Right, because you were number
Yeah,
one.
because
Right.
you're the first one. He always calls Nico Corey.
I know.
Right.
And occasionally he calls me Nico, and I kind of take that as a compliment because it means he knows he says my name so much that he's trying to be aware of what name he's saying, and then he screws it up and says the wrong name.
Well,
It's a compliment.
kind of a thing that we do with our dad is we watch Walking Dead.
True.
That's what we
Walking
get together
Dead
on Sundays
is-
and we watch Walking Dead. Family-friendly
Yeah,
entertainment.
it's like family bonding time.
Your mom hates it at this point.
Yeah, she really hates it.
But she
She's
sat through the
I
entire
can't watch
season."
this anymore, and she sits there and watches it with us.
Right.
This is awful, and she sits there and watches
Well, yeah,
it
it
with us.
gets at this point. It's so
It's dark.
Yeah,
It's real dark.
a tiger, man. A
It's
tiger.
real dark.
They got a tiger now.
So
Round.
it's just really good.
Round.
It's really good. Puts you in in your head. You're like, what would I do if I were them?
Let me answer that for all of you right now. You'd make it. You'd be dead.
Mhm.
I'd make it.
All right.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
even
mean,
denying.
it's fair.
Yeah.
right.
Those at home playing on the home version. Vicky makes it. Nico doesn't. I make it.
All right.
Reasonable. I
No,
think it's
like
reasonable.
not even an objection from dead Nico. He's like,
Nope.
no, that makes perfect sense.
Absolutely positive. The
Right.
only way I would make it is if someone else carried me throughout the whole thing, like Eugene.
Right. You're right. Yes, someone else would have to. You're right. You would need an Abraham to get you through it. And I like you, but I'm no Abraham. Like, you're not gonna make it, man.
I got you.
Thanks, Victoria. See, I got a Victoria. We're good.
First sign of trouble. I'm making you dump him, and we're leaving.
Shoot me in the knee.
Yes, the first time it's like we're not gonna get out. Bang, Nico in the knee. We're on our way.
Dang.
Left behind.
I mean, we'll take your packs with us.
At least take my stuff.
Dang.
Right.
Savage.
We'll loot the body.
Oh,
I'm not
Lord.
even a body yet, you egg. Oh. I presume.
Oh.
All right, and on that note, let's get out of here
Depressing note.
before Nico turns into a zombie. This has been Nerd Thug Radio. We'll be right back with the dreaded Nico segment.